Under the new marriage law, the property and responsibilities in marriage are re-examined, and the reproductive costs for women also need proper attention. How is it that the uterus before marriage is needed by your family, but the premarital property of your family cannot be touched? As soon as it's brought up, it's considered unethical. Is this fair? Women don't dare to bring up property matters. If they do, they are labelled as gold diggers. Why can't the womb be considered a woman's premarital asset? All the men are guarding against women asking for money, but all the men's families demand that women have children to carry on the family line, and the children even take the man's surname. What kind of reasoning is this? And furthermore, using the uterus is not a one-time affair. There are significant risks and hidden costs later on. Pregnancy, childbirth, nursing, and early companionship take at least 5 years of a mother's time without being able to participate in social competition.
What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day and welcome back. China's birth rate has been going down the crapper, and in an attempt to boost its population growth, dwindling marriage rate, and the increase in divorces, the Chinese government has implemented some changes in marriage laws, and not so surprisingly enough, it got Chinese women losing it. In a nutshell, here are some of the changes made. 1. There is a cooling off period of 30 days that couples have to take in order to avoid impulsive divorces. Which is kinda good, but personally, women are the ones who mostly ask for divorce. And when a woman asks for divorce, you better believe that there is someone else waiting, or she already knows that she has done what she needed to do to secure the bag. 2. A fair way of property division. The one who paid for the assets gets to keep the assets during the divorce. And prenuptial agreements must be clear and fair. As you can imagine, women are especially not happy about it. And 3, parental responsibilities and visitation rights aim to protect the interests of children. So without further ado, let's get down to business.
It seems that the new marriage law has been implemented, starting from February 1st, 2025, and it has sparked widespread attention. One of the most significant changes is the major adjustment in how property is divided after a divorce. In the past, if a man purchased a property and added his wife's name to the deed after marriage, the man would typically have to divide the property equally with the wife according to the law. However, under the new marriage law, property ownership is much clearer. Whoever pays for it owns it. Whether or not the spouse's name is added after marriage no longer affects the property rights.
That is a very good thing, because if you don't know, a divorce can jeopardize a lot of things in a man's life, especially if that man has a business. I know that a lot of people didn't follow it closely, but Microsoft and Amazon's shares were put in danger during the divorces of respectively Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. A divorce can negatively affect a man's ability to invest his money into the economy. And we all know that women, for the most part, they do not create anything. All they do is enjoy the money they either get through divorce or by inheritance. That's why they ask for money during divorces. And most importantly, that's why women ask for positions in things that men have created, instead of them creating things by women and for women.
This change has made it impossible for some women who were trying to take financial advantage of marriage by exploiting legal loopholes, leading to strong reactions from them, even resulting in various emotional statements posted online. Faced with this situation, some women have started using the uterus as a point of debate, attempting to emphasize the unique value of women in the process of reproduction.
Oh, there's a big surprise! That's an incredible... I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise!
However, this viewpoint has obvious flaws. Reproduction is not solely the contribution of women. The sperm provided by men is equally essential.
The spermatozoid is the most important element in this condition. Why am I saying that? I am saying that because if a man doesn't give his seed, the woman's uterus is useless. I know there are some simps in the background already grinding their teeth and saying, well, if women don't give their uterus, men can't have children. And to that I say, men are not the ones crying about no longer being able to take their spouse's money in case of divorce. And second, men can just import new women. Yes, I know it sounds callous, but that's just the truth. And besides, women are the ones who exchange their uterus for resources.
If we purely measure value by the uterus, then should men's sperm also receive financial compensation? In fact, many women who choose to have children without marriage still need to purchase sperm from sperm banks, which is itself a transactional act. This indicates that the value of reproduction is not a capital that women possess exclusively, but rather the result of cooperation between both men and women. Therefore, using the uterus as a tool to gain benefits is essentially objectifying oneself.
Absolutely. But unfortunately, rational thinking is not what women are known for. But not only that, integrity is also not what women are known for. Because only women can so blatantly disavow their own ideology, if it means that doing so will benefit them.
Furthermore, there is a saying that women have children for men, but this perspective is equally untenable. Children belong to both the mother and the father, and ultimately, they are the joint descendants of both parents.
That used to be true 70 years ago. But in today's world, children belong to the father only when there is nothing to take from the man through the child. If the child does not benefit to the mother, at that moment the child belongs to the fathers.
Some women insist that children should take the father's surname after birth. Is this unfair? Well, then the child could take your surname instead. But in that case, please give the man a 388,000 yuan betrothal gift, and he will gladly take your surname. These women often claim that the betrothal gift is an ancient Chinese custom. But then, giving the child the father's surname is also a custom that has lasted for thousands of years in China. So, I can only say that any woman who holds this kind of mindset, first and foremost, has a transactional way of thinking. She constantly talks about how women are discriminated against, but in reality, the ones who discriminate against them are themselves. Secondly, they have no emotional foundation whatsoever. The reason men and women date and marry is based on an emotional connection, and the child born from that union is the fruit of love.
Not for women. Men marry for love and women marry for the lifestyle. Men are in love and women are in business. Men have children to keep the species going, and women have children to extract resources from men. Everything about how most women operate shows that they are not with men out of love, but they are there out of opportunism.
But nowadays, many women often say that children are born for men. This shows that they have no emotional attachment to the relationship. Instead, their minds are full of calculations and self-interest. Looking around, we see that many women in today's society think this way, and it is truly sad and frightening. So, how can we judge whether a woman's mind is full of transactional thinking, full of calculations about gain and loss? You can see this right from the beginning of the relationship. If a woman, when dating you, expects you to spend money while she is unwilling or rarely spends money herself, it shows that her mind is full of transactional thinking and calculations. Because a woman who truly loves you, whether she has money or not, would willingly spend it on you.
But it is not really about spending money on the man. If a woman wants to do it and has the means to do it, do not stop her. In my opinion, what men want above all are respect, appreciation, reciprocity, and peace. A woman who loves you will make things easier for you and do her best to help you at the best of her abilities. As long as what you are asking of her is morally right.
That women believe men should spend money on them. That is why they believe their uterus should be exchanged for money. Do you understand? So, in order to change the current situation, in addition to the new marriage law, every man must start with himself. First, when dating, money should be exchanged in a balanced way. Second, when getting married, there should be no high bride price, and certainly no handing over of salary cards. Everyone should contribute to the family and marriage. Both men and women should earn money and work together to build the family. Because only when a woman contributes will she truly cherish you.
All in all, we have to be grateful for the internet and for the necessary evil that is social media. Because now, we can see who women really are. China's new marriage laws just want to strike fairness, unlike in the West. What the man has acquired before the marriage is normally not marital asset. And within the marriage, if the man is grinding and the woman is doing nothing, she will get nothing. But if she was at home actually taking care of the house, the children, and her husband, then she will be given something. But not half like all these grubby hands banshees want. They don't want to work hard, but they want the benefits of hard work. Besides, a woman who actually takes care of her house and lovingly takes care of her husband and children will never get divorced. If men in the West don't get serious about their rights, things will only get worse for men in the West. But again, at the end of the day, life is a choice. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Have a good one. Till next time.